The next show is planned for April 9th, 2022. It's about 29 weeks to bring something really special to the stage. I'm very confident that that's going to happen.
What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Operation 2022. It's been a bit of a hectic last couple weeks, and I wanted to continue pumping out content as best I can. So we're running with a voiceover today, nothing fancy, but going to give you guys a little insight as to how I've managed competing in multiple shows. Some tips maybe for those that are looking to compete in multiple shows over the course of the season, and we'll just chat about it. So. Just quickly addressing the footage you're seeing, it's from this week's back and biceps. So we're running a depletion this week, the rapid backload. So we've got depletion from Monday to Thursday, and then carbing up pretty aggressively on the Friday. So most of the movements are, shy of failure, higher rep range, 15 to 20 reps, some lower rep stuff, but again, not any close to failure. So that's the footage that you're seeing roll in the background of this video. But when it comes to competing in back-to-back shows, the first one is making sure that you don't, peak too early. One of the things that we consciously did was not come in at 100% for my first show. So for those that have been following this journey, my first 3 shows were back-to-back weekends. So I had 3 shows right back-to-back, so that meant 3 peaks right back-to-back. And we didn't come in at 100% for the first show or really the second show. We really, wanted to make sure I didn't get too, I'm just going to use the term beat up for lack of a better term. Just, for those that have been prepping before, for those that have competed before, the toll that prep can take on you. And if you, if you get to 100% too early and you're trying to maintain and hold that for an extended period of time, it can really take its toll. So we kind of, got to a reasonable point, maybe like 85 to 90%, and then we've been able to ramp it up as the weeks went on and, get a better physique each time. So that's the first tip. The second tip is post-show, utilizing that wisely. So when it comes to, peaking and that kind of stuff, typically you're going to fill out with glycogen, you're going to fill the muscles up, you're going to, load with carbohydrates, and after the show, going out for, a bigger high carb meal. A lot of people like to go out and have, a cheat meal with friends and family, pizza and burgers and all that kind of stuff, and that really can shoot you in the foot for your subsequent shows. So what we did was opt for a cleaner, meal out. Steak and potato was my go-to. It gave me an opportunity to experience, obviously, going out for dinner with my family and my wife and stuff like that, and getting a bit of a mental break from prep and the monotony of eating the same foods. But it wasn't to the point where we were going to start to go backwards, right? And, your body is at a very fragile state after a competition, especially after depleting and then loading. Your body is very receptive to packing on body fat, and everybody knows that after a show you can get pretty carried away with food consumption if you're not conscious and careful about it. So we definitely opted for a bit of a safer approach to that, and just kept things in check, kept it with a cleaner meal, something that was manageable, but again gave me that bit of a mental break, a bit of a physical break, and then recharged. We also did refeeds on Sundays, but again, macros were given. It was not a free-for-all and just eating a bunch of food for the sake of it, to, quote-unquote, celebrate after a show. It was still very structured and, very intelligent and thinking of the long-term goals in mind, right? It's not just, a one-and-done show, because if you've got, shows back-to-back, if you've got a multiple show season, then you need to think of, the whole season, not just the one event, right? It's easy to get caught up in just the one show, but if you have multiple shows, then you need to be conscious of how you're going to structure things accordingly. The second thing, or I guess the third thing now, is potentially testing different peaking methods and learning what works best for you. That's something that we've done. The last 3 shows I've done with the 3 back-to-back weekends, we've actually peaked differently every time. So the first one, we did kind of a moderate linear load, so a couple low days and then a bit of a moderate carb intake on the Thursday, Friday. Then the second show, we did the rapid backload. And then the third show, because we wanted to make a weight class, we did a pretty aggressive deplete much of the week, and even Friday kind of tiptoed around with carbs and stuff because we didn't want to go up into the next weight class, right? So we used the multiple shows to learn and improve as athletes, and going into this coming show, we're doing the rapid backload again because it's what we found worked the best for my body. It's what my body responded to. It's what brought the best look to stage by far. So you can use a multiple show season to really improve as an athlete and learn what works best. I think that's something that is super important and something that's very beneficial. And for myself, looking at the future, I will definitely try to line up a multiple show season again because I've only ever done, the most I've ever done was 2 back-to-back, but previously it's always been kind of a one and done show. And I think moving forward throughout the rest of my competitive career, doing the multiple shows will be the approach I take. So yeah, we're going to close it out here, guys. I know this is a bit of a short one, but we're getting ready for the 4th show this coming weekend. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. It's the IMBF Natural USA, and it's going to be a good one. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, let me know, and we'll see you guys in the next one.